et les calomnies de la part de ceux qui se disent juifs et ne le sont pas, mais qui sont une synagogue de Satan.
Is the origin of Yiddish language. Now, Yiddish is a language that consists of German, Hebrew, and Slavic elements written with Aramaic letter, and it has been spoken since the 9th century. The prevailing view is that Yiddish is an old German dialect, where the alternative view is that Yiddish is a Slavic language that used to have Slavic words and grammar, but over time it shaped its Slavic lexicon and adapted German words, while retaining the Slavic grammar. In a sense, it consists of 251 words for just buy and sell, suggesting it was invented by traders. Language, geography, and genetics are all connected. So if we have a tool that converts genetics into geography or languages, we can find our answer. Fortunately, in 2014, we published the Geographic Population Structure, or GPS tool, that does exactly that. GPS converts DNA information into geography. So to answer the hypothesis of where Yiddish speakers came from, we applied GPS to the genome of Yiddish speakers to find where their DNA is from. Surprisingly, GPS took us to northeastern Turkey. At first we did not understand the result, but when we looked at some old books, we found 4 ancient villages named Ishkenaz, Eskenaz, Ashenaz, and Ashkuz, names that may be derived from the word Ashkenaz. This place resides on a hub of trade networks. This is where Silk Roads and other trade routes converge. Shortly after they invented the language, they relocated. The young Ashkenazic Judaism was relocated to Khazaria, and some 500 years later, when Khazaria was destroyed, they moved to Eastern Europe. At that time, the network collapsed and Ashkenazic Jews separated from their brethren of the Iranian Jews, and the two populations went their separate ways. Yiddish was stopped being used as a trade language and was now started accumulating words in German while retaining the Slavic grammar. Our results are consistent with the Slavic hypothesis, suggesting that Yiddish has a Slavic origin and that it has originated in ancient Ashkenaz that is located in northeastern Turkey. By applying GPS to the genome of Yiddish speakers, we were able to find ancient Ashkenaz and villages where the DNA of Yiddish speakers has originated probably over 1500, 2000 years ago.
Le judaïsme était une religion prosélytique. Et à l'époque des Maccabéens, le prosélytisme était fait par la force. C'est-à-dire cet royaume qui a eu l'épée a converti par force tous les voisins. Donc le judaïsme commence comme religion prosélytique qui impose les foi juifs à tous les voisins autour de Judée. Et je crois que la plupart des juifs se sont convertis. En plus de ça, de cette conversion du monde antique, il y avait aussi des royaumes. Les Juifs yéménites sont des descendants de ce royaume juif très fort qui s'est judaïsé au 5e siècle de notre ère. Nous savons aussi au nord d'Afrique, le judaïsme chez les Berbères. Tout le monde au nord d'Afrique connaît l'histoire de Caïna.
Oui, tout à fait, la reine juive, Caïna. C'est-à-dire que ces Berbères se convertissent au judaïsme pour résister à la poussée arabe qui pousse son
Oui, c'est-à-dire il prend le judaïsme avant que l'islam arrive. Et après...
Comme moyen de se défendre.
Oui, et une grande partie des juifs nord-africains, c'est d'origine berbère et arabe. Les juifs qu'on appelle séfarades sont la plupart des Nord-Afrique, pas des séfarades, et les juifs qu'on appelle Ashkenaz, comme moi-même, ne sont pas d'Ashkenaz. Ashkenaz, c'est l'allemand. C'est-à-dire cette présence massive démographique des juifs Ashkenaz, des juifs de l'Europe de l'Est, vient des conversions massives à l'époque du 8e, 9e siècle. Nous connaissons déjà aujourd'hui plus en plus sur les royaumes des Khazars. Nous savons que beaucoup de Khazars et beaucoup de Slaves s'est convertis au judaïsme. C'est-à-dire qu'il y avait un royaume au 9e siècle, juif, entre les mers Caspiennes et les mers Rouges, qui se judaïsaient au 9e siècle et qui ont résisté au moins 200 ans. Et cet événement peut expliquer pourquoi, au début du XXe siècle, il y avait tellement de millions de juifs en Europe de l'Est. D'où ils sont venus? Ce n'est pas possible qu'ils soient venus d'Allemagne. contrairement à toutes les imaginaires que nous avons comme peuple race qui a rêvé dans 2000 ans. Et malheureusement, il y a encore des juifs en Israël et en France et ailleurs qui pensent toujours que les juifs c'est une race, une peuple race avec une origine. Et vous savez, malheureusement, il y a beaucoup de chercheurs qui cherchent aujourd'hui pas des sangs juifs parce que c'est idiot, mais des gènes juifs. ADN, oui, il y a des laboratoires qui cherchent les gènes juifs. Et ça, c'est à mon avis très triste pour prouver une identité commune.
Shortly after the death of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, something very mysterious happened in that part of the world that historians have chosen to bury. A tribe called the Khaza chose to embrace Judaism. And so the world witnessed for the first time the very strange phenomenon of a non-Semitic people becoming Jews. Non-Semitic becoming Jews. The genetic research is available on the internet. Anyone can study it. You had conferences, medical conferences, which were organized to study these people, their genetic composition. They had a genetic composition which was unique in all of mankind. No people in the world were like them. This is scientific research. And these people, the Khaza, chose to convert to Judaism, but they did so not for any religious reasons. They were not so much interested in the Kitab and to follow the law. They embraced Judaism for purposes of political expediency. They were sandwiched between Islam and Christianity, Byzantine Christianity, and they chose Judaism. These European Jews who have no racial, biological connection with the Banu Israel multiplied. وَهُمْ مِنْ كُلِّ حَدَبٍ يَنْسِلُونَ. Nasl, they multiplied and breeded to such an extent that today 9 in every 10 Jews in the world, 90% or more, are European Jews. They outnumber the Semitic Jews by 9 to 1 or 10 to 1. These European Jews, if you look at the list of names of Nobel Prizes for science, for literature, would you name it? You will find that these are people who far exceed the rest of mankind in their intellectual brilliance, in their academic achievements, in their scientific research. They are a people different from the rest of mankind. And then you find that these Khaza who became Jews also chose to become Christians. So you have the Khaza infiltrating the camp of Judaism and infiltrating the camp of Christianity as well. And from the ranks of these Chazar Jews and Chazar Christians, the emergence of the Jewish-Christian alliance can be traced. It is this Jewish-Christian alliance, Chazar, which eventually gives birth to the Zionist movement. The Zionist movement has absolutely nothing to do with Banu Israel. It is an essentially and an exclusively European achievement. It is these Chazar who, having become Jews, first Jews and second Christians, who built an empire that was the most powerful in Europe and Central Asia. And when the armies of Islam had simultaneously defeated the two superpowers in the world, the Persian Empire and Byzantium, and had emerged as the most powerful military force in the world, Chazar blocked our way. We could not defeat them. And so it would be quite correct to say that the Chazar demonstrated a military power without equal in the world at that time. It is from this part of the world that they spread out. They spread out to Eastern Europe, they spread to Russia, and eventually crossed the sea to the United States. And they are at the heart of the revolutions which transformed Europe from Christendom into modern Western civilization. They are at the heart of the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia, which overturned Christianity in Russia. They are at the heart of the French Revolution, in consequence of which the back of the Christian church is broken. The prohibition of riba is now consigned to the garbage bin. And they are at the heart of the creation of the Zionist movement. It is these Chazar, Jewish and Christian, who now move to the Holy Land, assisted by a strange and mysterious Jewish Holocaust. And the history of that will one day be revealed on Judgment Day. How much was their input into the Holocaust? So that you have an exodus now of these European Jews to the Holy Land. When the state of Israel comes into being, who it is who controls power in Israel? Not the Oriental Jews, the darker skinned Jews. No, they are second-class citizens. The ones who control power in Israel are the European Jews.
The history of the Jews, which is very interesting and also very controversial. And I thought I'd go and have a look at Jewish literature to see what they say about their origins. And here we see three quotes. And the first is in the 1925 Jewish Encyclopedia, which says that Esau, Edom, is modern Jewry. And of course this is contrary to what most people believe today, which is that the Jews are God's chosen people because they are the Israelites. But here the Jewish literature is saying that they are actually from the tribe of Edom, not the tribe of Israel. And In the Jewish Almanac in 1980 it says, strictly speaking, it is incorrect to call an ancient Israelite a Jew or to call a contemporary Jew an Israelite or Hebrew. And that's because, truthfully speaking, they're not the Hebrews or Israelites, they are really the Edomites. And also we see here in the Encyclopedia Judaica that Edomite Jews began to call themselves Hebrews and Israelites in 1860.